Hey guys, Johnny Mac here, making another quick video. Just wanted to make a video about defensive shotguns, especially with all the new shooters that are around right now and everything that's going on in the world and whatnot. These are actually my primary weapons of defense, defensive shotguns. People like handguns, people like ARs. I think you can't go wrong with a defensive shotgun, whether it be in 20 or 12 gauge. Both are powerful enough. Now, we are talking about close quarters combat. I'm not talking about 100 yards. I'm not talking about 80 yards. I'm talking about in your house. People breaking in, whatever. I think you can't beat the shotgun for a number of reasons. Number one, the firepower. Like I said, we got the 12 here and the 20 here. That's a lot of firepower. Okay. The other thing, you go through, you hear the same things. You hear AR is better, but then you get into issues of over penetration. You gotta really make sure you're on the target. Handguns, you gotta make sure you're on the target, not knocking them. Some people prefer them. This is kind of this is kind of an ongoing argument as far as best home defense weapons. These are my two personal choices. I have other shotguns for hunting. This is the Remington 870 Tactical Synthetic. I got the little bandolier there. Basic shotgun. Pump, front sight, bead sight, which makes target acquisition really easy. I don't keep a sling on this one. Six, I think it's 6 in the cylinder, one in the pipe, or 1 in the bore. 6 and 1. That's enough, It's enough for what it's doing. And my other gun, this new gun, okay, has taken over as my primary self-defense weapon. It is a Savage Stevens 320 security. It's considered a budget shotgun. I think I got it for about $220. Is that right? It was $205 plus tax or whatever. But it has the fiber optic sight. Okay. It's got the ghost ring sight on the back. Pistol grip, which I like on a shotgun, makes it easier to handle for me anyway. I always have issues with the length of pull. I don't know why. I'm an average sized guy, but it just seems to me they make these, every shotgun I've handled has had a length of pull that I would consider too long. Okay, the other important thing, the reason I like shotguns, is the versatility in ammunition. Okay, you can use slugs. Slugs are not ideal in close quarters, but you can use buck. I even used my first 2 rounds usually in my bandolier are birdshot, like a 3 or a 4, 5 maybe. In the 12 gauge, the rest are 9 pellet double buck, classic stuff. And then in the 20 gauge, I use mainly number 3 buck. It's also slugs. Also have bird loads. 3s and 4s, 5s. I find the 20 gauge preferable, to be honest with you. Not just this particular gun, but the easier, just a slightly less recoil. It's not a ton less recoil, but it's just enough where follow-up shots can be on. I just feel like it handles well, and you really don't need a 12 for home defense. I love my 12, but 20 is pretty damn devastating on its own. So, I mean, heck, I don't want to be in front of a 410, you know. Sometimes these arguments get kind of stupid. But, okay, also, regarding the way things are now, with all the new guns sold, the new shooters, shotguns are easy to use. Well, I should say simple to use. They are simple in their design. These are pump actions. Both have a crossbolt safety, have a slide release. This one's in a slightly different place. And the ease of use on these weapons are very very good. Whereas, you know, maybe an AR or a handgun, the ease of use wouldn't be quite that good. It would take a little more practice. I say simple because it's not easy to hammer out a frickin' slug out of a 3-inch slug out of a 12 gauge or even a 20 gauge with the recoil and all that, but anybody can use them, especially the 20. So easy to teach, you can teach it quick, and in use when necessary, it's easy to acquire the target and you're less likely to miss. I'm not saying you don't have to aim, that's a big misnomer, you do, but you're less likely to miss. And I think also for new shooters, the variability in ammo is important too. So right now you can't hardly get any ammo anyway. I haven't been out in a couple of months, so I'm not sure, but oh, that brings me to another thing. 12 gauge is great. You can always, or at least you used to always be able to get 12 gauge ammo. I bought the 20 gauge partly because during ammo crunches you actually have more buck and slug availability in 20 gauge than you do 12. 12's flying off the shelf, there's always 20 laying around. Having said that, 12 gauge always has many more options for add-ons and to the gun, and it has more options in ammunition, especially with the critical defense kind of deals. So that's it. Just wanted to lay that out there. These are my primary choices for home defense, and make sure you new shooters are safe and get some good training, and take care of your guns. Okay, Johnny Mac out.